Good afternoon. This is the summary for Q and R visas discussion. I think we had an excellent discussion. We covered a lot of ground. So basically, the essence of that assignment was to pose the right questions to the clients, because there's a lot that we don't know. And the most important thing that we don't know from the fact pattern is uh, what is he really coming to do? What will be his job in that center that was established? Is it being a minister, meaning leading worship services, or is it more educational and cultural? So that's that would be the first thing that we would need to ask the client about. If it is clearly, if he will be primarily involved in leading worship services, religious ceremonies, then clearly the minister visa, the R visa, would be more appropriate. And if there is no worship going on in that center, and it's primarily to educate American public about this cultural tradition, then maybe a Q visa is a better choice. Okay, so that would be the question number one. Now let's go over the requirements for R visa first. Let's presume that the client tells you that he will be leading worship services and religious ceremonies in that center. We discussed in the discussion board that whether he's a minister really. I believe that he qualifies as a minister without knowing much more, but he was ordained, so that's basically the main thing that you need to show to demonstrate that the person is a minister for purposes of R visa. The question is whether the religion that he represents would be considered a religion for the purposes of R visa. I believe that most likely they would satisfy the requirements. We have a list of requirements of what's considered religious denomination, and I'm reading from Kurzban right now. It's common form of worship, common doctrine, common services, and common established practice, place of worship, or comparable indicia of religious denomination. So, that's something that we would need probably investigate a little bit more, but, it sounds that they would satisfy it. The other important requirements that may or may not have been satisfied, and that's again a question to the client, is the 501c3 501c3 letter designation from IRS. That's very important for R visas. Without it, basically you cannot get a visa, and to get this designation is a long and fairly expensive process. I think it takes about a year to actually get the designation from IRS, and IRS has its own set of requirements. I'm not well familiar with them, but it's the organization has to satisfy the IRS requirements, and USCIS in this visa basically relies on IRS for the determination of what's religion and what's not, what's religious organization and what's not religious organization. So, if this center, this organization, is in possession of the 501c3 determination, or if the center is affiliated with some other organization of the same religion, that has this letter, this formal designation already signed, then I think we have a good shot at R1 visa. Okay, and also let's remember